Okay, so a lot of people asking about the knowledge drive access. So I will share the link in email, or I will put a link directly here. So let me put directly in the chat window itself. So I'm pasting knowledge drive link in chat window, and you can copy from there and bookmark it. So knowledge drive is the shared drive, shared Google Drive we have, where we collected all the documents contributed by different team members, and all these are available for you to use. These are different type of documents, could be like white paper to technical code to some user guide or student guide. So hope these are useful for all of you. Okay. Okay, so let me take a question first. Yes. Okay, so let me take a question. So question is, for a regular person, what is difference between SaaS and PaaS? So my opinion is, when we consider SaaS is a, you can think of any business software which available through internet or through a regular subscription. So where if it is free, like Gmail or Facebook, those are SaaS applications, or any software where you pay money through online, that is SaaS application. So software as a service, so business application as a service. Now PaaS. So PaaS is platform as a service. That is a full name. So platform as a service means you providing a platform. It's kind of development platform or any kind of platform to develop new applications, new software, new services. So that will be called as PaaS. So it could be Oracle can provide PaaS platform, or Google can provide, or AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, is an example of PaaS. Facebook services are PaaS. So each of these big companies, they provide infrastructures that can be used to develop new application, new software using their infrastructure. So that is called PaaS. So that is my answer, and for regular people, if they can understand from that, I will not go in technical more than this. So, SOA is service or service-oriented architecture. That is full name, and I need somebody who can give idea what is SOA, because I am not that much technical to answer what is SOA. Next question is whether it is AR or AP netting functionality is available in release 13. Yes, it is available. Whether it is complete netting functionality, I'm not sure, but it is available. What is smart receipt functionality in release 13? I have not used this functionality, so I will not comment on this, but I will check and come back on this. Knowledge access drive. Knowledge drive access I already given in chat window. You can copy from there. Let's see. Yeah, Nagraj, you joined. So can you speak now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Hi. Am I audible? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry everybody. Sorry for the confusion.
Yeah. So if you can hear Nagraj voice, please type yes in chat window so we know that you can hear his voice. Nagraj, can you give just your introduction and then maybe take up any of these questions which you see on the screen?
Yeah. This is Nagraj here. So, am I audible now? Hello?
Yeah, you are audible. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can take up the first question. I think I heard the answer given by Shiv. It is correct, but I just wanted to add something to it. Like, the PaaS is like a platform as a service if you are giving. It basically means that the database or like the Oracle or a SQL Server database or a DB2 database, if it is like is a cloud-enabled database or something like that, then you can call the database functions itself as a service, like an API that you want to call. Suppose you want to process some data and you don't want to host a complete database on your machine, then you could want to select based on something and you want results in a specific format. You could just call the API of the Oracle database, which you have taken as a, if you have taken as it as a service, and it will give you the results in a specific way that you have designed it. So you don't need to install any database on any machine or any other laptop or a desktop or a server. So you could just call the service, the Oracle itself, Oracle SQL execution itself as a service, and then you can use the results. It is basically mainly used in data analysis and data analytics in startup companies where they don't have enough budget to completely purchase the database on their own. I hope that makes sense. So there is one more term called infrastructure as a service. So where you could actually buy some infrastructure, some computation infrastructures, like some machine with so much of RAM and so much of hard disk, and then it basically allocates to your VMware device, where you can go and do whatever processing you want on that machine. It will be allocated to you for that specific period of time when you have purchased that as a service. So you can go and extend it whenever you want, or you can just end it whenever you like it. So SOA is one. So SOA is like a service-oriented architecture itself. So all these things have been, if they have been designed on that architecture or based on that SOA principles, then you can enable any of these SaaS, PaaS, or IaaS as a service. Nowadays we are getting one more new term called engineer as SOA as a service, EASS. EASS, like engineer as service. So you could just subscribe to a engineer for some period of time, and then you can, when you're done with that engineer, you could just shut down the service or something like that. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So I'll take up that one more question on that flex field in the BI publisher. Flex field basically means that when you're trying to use any of these services, you don't know what is the result is going to be when it comes back as a service. So that initially when the BI reports were designed, they were like connecting to a specific database and the results were unknown. The query will give you a specific result is what is expected, and the reports were being designed. But with now emerging cloud technologies and everything being a service, in that idea you don't know what is going to be your output when you give the input as a SQL, right? So if you define the field as a flex field, then you could whatever the result is, you can get it back. You can do a further processing based on that field format, and then you could show the results in your reports.
And Nagraj, can you take this question? What is OICS, Oracle Integration Cloud Services?
Yeah. So that's a very good product, or very interesting product that Oracle has come up with. So yeah, quote unquote, you can't quote me on any of these things. So I'm just trying to give you some information on this one. So I'm not an official salesperson or any other person who is so you can't hold me for any legal issues other than just making it clear. But yeah, so Oracle Integration Cloud really means that so now we have a lot of software service vendors like ServiceNow or Salesforce.com or even cloud. In the cloud itself, we have lots of Oracle Cloud itself. We have lots of services as a software or the product as a service is coming up, right? So now that is going to be very trivial where you want to integrate any two of your services. Or the background of creating such a product is that there are going to be no customizations on your product anymore once it is in cloud. So on premises, you could go and customize however you want, and then you could use it. But in the cloud, there is no customization, right? So you have to find out the right kind of software for you that you want, and then you could try to integrate with your another cloud product. So for example, if you are having Oracle Cloud FSCM and you want a little part of Cloud HCM from some other product or CRM from other product, right? So then you can't say that I want that CRM product with the cloud product, right? You just have to integrate in these two conditions. So for example, if you want to integrate Cloud FSCM with Salesforce CRM, right? So Oracle has come up with this product where it is pre-configured. The integration points are pre-configured. So it's basically a drag and drop kind of scenario where they have given some integration points already available. So once you drag and drop and ask them to integrate, when you run that backend process, both the databases get connected, and then you have to write your APIs on top of that so that you are able to transfer the data between them. It is also very useful in on-premises products. So if you have an on-premises product and you want to integrate with a cloud product to basically transfer the data from the on-premises product to cloud product, then that's where you could use this integration software package as well. I hope that answers that question.
Yes, very much. And next question is there any tool from Oracle EBS R12 to Fusion to migrate all the objects like form, report, packages?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that because Fusion was originally an on-premises product, and EBS R2 was also, as far as I know, it was also an on-premises. So I don't know if there is any tool that can migrate. And what I feel is both were developed on same technologies. So it basically copy paste would do a major of things in that case, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so let me give answer to this. So right now there is no tool or certified tool available in market for EBS 12 to Fusion migration. There are some companies who are claiming that they can migrate chart of account or they can migrate master data to an extent. They can clean data and massage data and move to cloud, but it is not full-fledged product. Recently, Oracle also announced that they will be coming up with a service or product called SOAR. That will be, using that, customer will able to upgrade from Oracle EBS or PeopleSoft to Fusion or to cloud. So, but I don't think anybody has used that tool from Oracle yet. So it's very difficult to say. So my answer is right now there is no tool where we can migrate. And other thing is the reports or packages or forms that has been developed in EBS are not usable anyway in Fusion because they develop in a totally different technologies, and what Fusion is totally different technology. So architecture wise it's not compatible. Even if some company plan to do, they have bits and pieces here and there. So right now there is no straight approach for that. Next question, how can I access cloud instance for practice? So Nagaraj, you have any idea on this? Okay.
If you have so any cloud is like, if you are specific on AWS or Azure, or Oracle Cloud, all these companies are offering their cloud services 1 month for free when you join. So yeah, you could try in for 1 month, and then you could you could try all three of them. So
Yeah, and other thing is, if I give idea on this, yeah. So any company who are gold member or above, they are getting Oracle Cloud environment access or demo environment access. Now it is up to the company's senior leadership whether they are passing those login credentials to everybody in company or selected people in a company or only specific people in a company. So what I hear is most of the time those companies leaderships keep those passwords to only certain people. That's why most of the people in company not having environment to practice, and passwords keep changing every week. I think every week or every fortnight. So that is the reason that even if somebody get password one time, they may not get a password, after 2 weeks. But most of the companies, most of the partner companies have access to at least 2 or 3 demo environment from Oracle partner network. So I would suggest if you are working in a company who is Oracle partner, talk to your manager or supervisor and ask them you are interested in practicing or learning cloud, and if they can help you to provide that demo environment login password, because that is the only way you can get access. There is no other way to have any environment for practice. Next question is how can a EBS supply chain management functional consultant started his career in SCM cloud, and what are the initial steps to be taken? Okay, Nagaraj, can you help in this if you have idea how people can migrate from EBS to?
So cloud itself is a SCM cloud or any cloud for that matter. It's completely different tech stack. So EBS SCM functional consultant, and you want to start your career in SCM as a functional, if I hope, then there'll be not much change in terms of functionality. The business processes are still going to be the same. So there's not much difference. That's what I feel. If you have understood the basic business processes in SCM, then so there'll be a little bit here and there change, some navigation, some functional terms might differ in cloud, but the overall business process is like every product is designed to support some business process and not the technology or the infrastructure. So if you know, being a functional consultant, if you know the business process well, then I think there are lots of training videos available if you are partner of Oracle or something, or if you are even partner of any other company who is offering SCM products, then there are definitely some very good training videos that are available. And there is even certifications that are available if you want to go the functional route. But the technical route is completely different. So you have to go through a lot of pain to read all those new technologies, new technical stacks. But going forward, since it's being in cloud, and there's no option of customization, then there is no need to learn those technological aspects as well, because basically you'll not be given access to do any certifications or even work on the product anymore. So it will all be managed by the Oracle or the whoever is the vendor, software vendor himself.
Yeah. And my 2 cents on this, like how to move from EBS to cloud or PeopleSoft to cloud, just wait, because the moment your company will get enough project, they will move people from EBS or PeopleSoft to cloud. So it is just your company's future plans and how they are taking up cloud business. If you don't want to wait, then my suggestion is in market you can start applying in a company where they have a supply chain cloud product, and you can join those companies. These are the only way. You need not to attend any training because training wise both tools are very much same in terms of functionality. It would be just a ramp up period like maybe 3 to 4 weeks, which anyway you will be learning through initial ramp up. But just wait within your company or switch company to join a company where there are some cloud costs. Okay, next question is what is significance of SOA tool in Fusion? So Nagaraj, this is technical. Do you have any opinion on this?
Yeah, so SOA I think is more of an architecture. It's like service-oriented architecture. So if a tool, the SOA tool or service-oriented, there was one product from Oracle Fusion which basically give you the details of the APIs of the Fusion tool or the Fusion product. So that's how I think you could use that tool to, if you want to integrate with any other product that is there in the market, or even with the on-premises product, or even with the other on-premises products that were there. But I think mostly we have discontinued that tool, if I am not wrong. But yeah, I think that's the most of it actually.
Yeah.
It was basically used to connect to other databases and extract the data basically for analytics or any other. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Shiv.
So all the web services which currently use are kind of a SOA, right? Those are SOA services?
Yeah. All Fusion products are built on SOA, so they are all SOA enabled web services.
Okay. Next question is how can we see record history in cloud? So I think in last 1 year or half, Oracle bring these functionalities where I think most of the transactional screens are having this feature. So this feature is available under view, and you will have about this record option, and about this record will show record history. So I think you're talking about that, right? Like when this record is got created and last update or last update by. So if you link that information is there on the each transaction screen. If you're looking some sort of auditing informations like what was the previous values and what is the new values, then Oracle have that audit feature, and you can turn on that audit feature on screen by screen or field by field, and you can capture auditing information. So that is a separate feature there, and that can be just enable or turn on a specific screen or specific field. Next question is, can R13 Fusion ERP be licensed and installed on-premise? Nagaraj, your take on this? Can we license or install Release 13 on?
I think yeah. See, going forward, all Oracle products are cloud first, and then the on-premises version will be released later. So I think you have to wait a little bit once it is released, like 1 or 2 months, if I am not wrong, and then you could get the. So Fusion is basically an on-premises product. You can definitely do it if I'm right, if I know it correctly.
So here is my thing. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to tell everybody that for last 4 years, Oracle is not using term Fusion. For last 4 years, they just using word cloud, because until release 9 they were using a Fusion word, but from 10 onwards they calling it cloud. So Fusion is like when everything was available on premise, but the moment it is available on cloud, Oracle calling it cloud. So if I take question this way, can R13 cloud ERP be licensed and installed on premise? So answer is generally no. Oracle is not giving any on-premise installation CD or any kind of support to do on-premise, but Oracle is giving exceptions only for very large, big customers, because Oracle bringing a new program called Cloud at Customer. So Oracle saying that we will bring our server, we will put our server in your data center, but it will be managed by us. So it would be like a half on-premise but half managed by Oracle, so kind of an arrangement that Oracle is doing. So Oracle having some customer where Oracle is giving server directly in their premise, but still managed by Oracle. But for a regular customer, small customer, or medium-sized customer, that option is not given. Now the next question: how to set dashboard prompt value from URL parameter in Oracle Analytics? Nagaraj, you have any idea on Oracle Analytics?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, sorry, Shiv.
No. Okay. So I will pass this question because I also don't have knowledge in analytics, but I will make sure I will get somebody to answer this question and I post in Facebook group. Okay. Next question is: what is implementation strategy for Fusion compared to EBS? Okay. So again, friends, I would suggest to start use word cloud ERP or cloud in general rather than calling it Fusion, because that would make your thought process also clear that it is a cloud, not Fusion. Okay, coming to what is implementation strategy. So when it comes to any ERP project, whether it is EBS, PeopleSoft, or Oracle, or SAP, strategy comes from the customer side, depend on customers initiative, customer purpose, customers intention, and based on that everything's outlined. Oracle cloud is just a one ERP product, so it will go again same kind of phases where it would be like, you know, requirement gathering or design, testing, multiple round of testing, deployment, production move, transition, support. It would go on all phases. So implementation strategy for cloud per se, it's not very different than EBS or anything, because it's a larger ERP project rather than a product implementation. The only thing is because it's a new product, it has much more features in terms of making it easier to use. So it gives some tools or some features so that it makes easier for each phase to get it complete faster. That is the only thing. But strategy wise, it is very much same. Each company who take initiative, they consider all their in business parameters in terms of implementation strategy. Next question is it possible to create custom?
Shiv, just like to add something to that. So the one more strategy, or what's going on right now is like, so if you have a on-premises product like EBS, and if you have a cloud product then there are two things, like, either you do a lift and shift where you actually do a painful task of identifying the records, fields, or the tables, and then you map the tables between those two, and then you do the transfer of data, or you just try to create some integration points between them so that the data is transferred automatically. So if you are asking that kind of strategy, I think the most preferred is the integration strategy. So because lift and shift is a very painful task and it's time consuming. But integration is, as once you set up for a sample records, and if you access that, if you assess it, and then if you are comfortable with that, the data that is getting transferred, and if you are fine with that, then you could just go and run it for the rest of the rows of data that you have in those records. So I hope that makes much more sense in terms of strategy.
Yes. Okay, next question is it possible to create custom subject area in cloud? Nagaraj, you have any opinion on this in terms of reporting?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't understand the term custom subject area. So by that I mean, like, if you want to create some extra pages or some extra functionality in the cloud, no, it's not possible. So it has to be an enhancement request to Oracle.
This is related to OTBI, Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence area. I don't think it's possible, but I am not that much technical, so I will take these questions with some expert later on. Next question is difference between ADFDI and FBDI. Nagaraj, can you give your thought on this?
Yeah, ADF, I know, but I don't know what is that FBDI.
Okay, let me answer
somebody
this.
Please.
Yeah, let me answer this. So the difference is both are spreadsheet-based tools. ADFDI is a tool which works when we log in directly in Oracle. So through Excel plugin, we directly connect with Oracle and we have options to upload data online. Where FBDI is an offline tool where it provides a sort of template, and we fill those template and generate a CSV file end of our task, and then we upload those CSV files into Oracle UCM and then load in tables or interface or screens. So ADFDI is a kind of online tool for Excel and FBDI is an offline tool for Excel. So that is the difference.
I mean, any limitations in both the cases? Any limitations in the sense of data volume side?
Yes, definitely, because ADFDI is an online tool, so it have a more validation. It can do online validation, so it check all the values. It can show up drop downs. It do validation, so it show error right away. But because it's a kind of macro based, online tool, so number of record it can process are limited to like say 5,000 max. Beyond that, it will either get corrupt or will have performance issue or some error. Where FBDI is, because it's offline tool, so it can process as much as Excel can do. So it can have 50,000 or millions of record, and you can still use FBDI because end of the day it would be generating CSV file. But on the downside, FBDI does not have any validation. So all the value validations or real validation will be happen when you actually loading data through ESS jobs. So you have to wait until you load data in Oracle and then only you come to know about error. So depend on situation, if both are available in some areas, then you have to make a choice depending on how much data you are loading or what is the purpose that you want to use. And ADFDI is mostly designed for the business user like accountant or data entry people, where FBDI is more of for the IT people so that they can do conversion or integrations or some sort of backend work. So these are the few differences between ADFDI and FBDI. Any strategy to migrate setup from one instance to another in Fusion? Yes. So Oracle have this tool called FSM, Functional Setup Manager, where we can create packages in one environment, and it gives some options how you can do to extract based on specific criteria, specific areas, and then you can export, and later on you can import in a new environment. Now, because Oracle is a vast tool, so it gives a lot more options and it's become a little complicated to use FSM. But with some practice, with some learning, we can use that tool. So that tool is available. Whether it is useful or how to use, that is little tricky. My question is, what is the future of Oracle Cloud? Nagraj, can you take this question?
Yeah, sorry, I cannot answer that question being in Oracle itself, so I say it is always bright.
Okay, so let me answer this question. So, yeah, so that's fine. So what is the future of Oracle Cloud? So future, there is no, Oracle Cloud, think this way, friends, if I give my thought, Oracle was having a product called Oracle 8i, Oracle 9i, or 11i, right? So that I was stand for internet, right? So when we say 11i, that means Oracle 11 application enabled for internet. Now, what is cloud? So if you ask in a very generic term, what is cloud? Actually, the meaning of cloud is internet. So anything you can do through internet is a cloud. So now it's like I become C. That is the only thing. So all the Fusion or all the Oracle products are now internet enabled, and actually they were internet enabled. That's why for last 10 years everything was internet enabled. So my thought is that it will continue, and more services, more and more automation, more and more features would be coming up in Oracle Cloud, and for customer it would be more productive experience. For developer it would be more opportunity to build highly integrated or highly sophisticated applications faster. So it's win-win for everyone. The only thing is it's removing lot of tasks in term of technical redundant. So small tasks are getting automated. So it's up to us how we want to use it. But in future, Oracle Cloud will be getting more and more features. Okay, let me copy some more questions. Is SQL accessible? Okay, how to filter direct database query report from URL parameter? I can't answer that question. Okay.
Yeah, me neither. Like how to filter direct database query report from URL.
Okay, next question is direct SQL accessible, available in Cloud ERP release 13. Answer is yes. You can access database or you can run SQL. The only thing is it's not straightforward the way it used to be in SQL Plus or in a Toad software. This is like you have to create a kind of BI publisher data model, and there you can put SQL, and then you can generate output. So it's little tricky and it's not very straightforward. But yes, answer is yes. You can use SQL in release 13 or any cloud ERP actually, even earlier releases also. Can you give more brief on lift and shift? I think Nagaraj, you use this term lift and shift, or So can you give some thought? What is that?
Sure, Shiv. So now we have some on-premises products, say PeopleSoft Fusion, or the PeopleSoft FSCM, and now you have Oracle Cloud FSCM, right? So now it is not a normal upgrade where you could just run some upgrade or something like that, and then your all the data, the transaction data that you require is the historical data is there in the cloud. It's not going to happen because there is a huge difference between the architecture as well as the record level changes. So the primary problem that Oracle was facing is this problem. They didn't know what to do with the data. They wanted to migrate this, so they started creating integration points. So that's where this Oracle integrator came into, integration software itself came into the picture. So now that is the one part. But now what you can do is, since you know the architecture of the PeopleSoft as well as the architecture of the cloud, then you could go and do a one-to-one mapping of the records of the tables and columns to the cloud, and then you actually export it in the format of an Excel or a DAT file, and then you load it in your cloud product, and then see whether all the data has come up or something like that. So this process is basically called as lift and shift. So I think Workday is only in a lift shift mode. There is no integration. There is a proper integration point available with this product, or with the Workday product. So I think lift and shift is what Workday coined that term, that you have to do a one-to-one mapping with the record and fields between the two products, and then you move the data. The inefficiency is that some of them you could map. There will be a lot more fields in on-premises because it is being developed from so many years. But on the cloud, if it is very young product, it is yet to mature, then there will not be many record level fields. So you don't know what to do with that data anymore, right? So the extra data that you have on the on-premises product may not match with the product in the cloud because it's still young. So that is the main problem. So I hope I was clear on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Similar question on the same line is, any white paper available for this lift and shift strategy or approach?
As far as I know, we have not yet done, because ours is basically an integration oriented approach to the upgrade.
Okay.
So if I think, as I said, lift and shift was coined by Workday, if I'm not wrong. So I
Okay.
think they would have more details on that one.
Okay. Next question is how to access Oracle Cloud Table. So Oracle provide documentation in terms of what are the tables available in a given module, and then you can use Oracle BI publisher area, and you can create data model, and then you can write SQL and access tables through that. So there is no direct access like SQL plus or Toad kind of connection, but you can use this through reporting. Through reporting, you can create data model and generate instant output through SQL. In
So
EBS, we
as
use.
I said in the sorry, just to add, as I said, everything is a cloud service, like platform as a service. So you don't have direct, like a SQL developer or a rapid SQL where you could go and connect to the database and then execute your query. I think that is not going to be possible anymore. So you have to create some integration points and then send the SQL and you'll get back the results. Basically, that kind of architecture will be there.
Yep. Okay, thanks. Next question, in EBS we use BR100 documentation during implementation. Is this documents we use in Fusion as well? So in Fusion now it is little different approach. In EBS we primarily use M methodology, and BR100 comes from M's methodology documentation. Now in cloud, most of the company either have their own methodology or they follow Oracle Unified Methodology (OUM), and Oracle also coming up with their own templates. So what I understand is Oracle call now the BR100 in EBS, now it's called as MC50 cloud. So MC50 means master configurations. Number 50 is a configuration worksheet, which was very similar BR100 documentation in EBS side. So that is a difference. Okay, so good. So I think we are done with questions, and I know that there were a few specific technical questions that we could not take. So next time I will definitely try to have more expert who can answer in-depth functional and technical questions specific to reporting or specific to specific module. So I think initially we thought it would be for 30 minutes, but it went for almost 1 hour. So thanks very much everybody who joined, and thanks for supporting and asking questions and giving us opportunity. And very special thanks to Nagaraj. He joined on a very short notice and able to answer most of our questions as well. So thank you, Nagaraj, and thanks everybody. Yeah,
no problem.
And I will
Thank you.
post all these
Thanks
questions.
everybody.
I will post these questions back in the Facebook group also, so everybody, so all other member also can answer these questions, so you can get a different perspective. And let's see when we can plan next event or next online meetup, and we can have more further discussion on Oracle ERP in general or specific to other topics. So thank you very much everybody. Hope everybody have a good evening, and thanks for joining. I'm closing meeting now.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks everybody. Yeah.